Chapter 13. Birds. Lesson View. Body of a bird. Beaks. Feet and claws. Feathers. Nesting habits. Care of the young birds. Body of a bird. Birds have a streamlined body. Their shape is like a boat. The streamlined body helps them fly. They have a pointed head, two eyes, a beak, tail, wings and legs. Every body part of the bird has a special function to perform. Teaching tips. Encourage the students not to hurt the birds. Tell them that birds are meant to fly, so they should not be kept in cage. Also encourage them to keep some grains and water on their terrace every morning for the birds. Beaks. Birds are toothless. Their beak is used for picking up food, preening the feathers, picking up materials for building nests, and protecting themselves from enemies. Types of beaks. Different birds have different types of beaks. The type of beak depends on the feeding habit of the bird. Short and hard beak. Birds like sparrows, pigeons, peacocks, etc. eat seeds and grains. They have short, hard, and horny beaks for cracking seeds and grains. Strong, sharp, and hooked beak. Birds like owls, eagles, kites, hawks, and vultures have strong, sharp, and hooked beaks. It helps them to tear the flesh of animals. Curved beak. Birds like parrots, hornbills, and crossbills have a strong and curved beak. It helps it to crack hard fruits and nuts. Long and cylinder beak. A hoopoe bird has a long and cylinder beak. It can pull out insects from holes in the ground. Birds like kingfishers and cranes catch fish and eat them. They have long beaks to catch fish. Strong and chisel-shaped beak. A woodpecker has a strong chisel-shaped beak. It helps it to drill holes in trees to take out insects. Broad and flat beak. Ducks and swans have broad and flat beaks with strainers. There are small holes on the sides of its beak. It takes in muddy water with insects, worms, and plants. The mud and water flows out through the small holes and leaves insects, plants, and worms inside its beak. Soft and broad beak. Birds like swallows are small. They have soft and broad beaks. Their mouth and tongue are very sticky. Swallows move round and round in the air, keeping their beaks open. Small insects while flying get stuck in their mouths. Feet and claws. Birds use their claws for catching their prey, holding their prey firmly while flying, protecting themselves from their enemies, moving about. Types of claws. There are different types of claws in different birds. Flesh-eating birds. Eagle, hawk, and owl have sharp and curved claws. They are called talons. They grab their prey like rats and snakes with their talons. Swimming birds. Duck and geese have webbed feet. The three front toes have a skin-like web between them. There is one toe at the back. The webbed feet help water birds swim. Perching birds. Pigeon, myna, crow, and sparrow use their feet to hold onto tree branch and wires. This is called perching. They use their three front toes as we use our fingers and the back toe as we use our thumb. Climbing birds. Parrots and woodpecker have two toes pointing upwards and two toes pointing downwards. These help them to climb up and hold onto trees. Wading birds. Cranes, egrets, herons, and sandpipers have thin and long legs with thin outspreading toes. This helps them to walk in muddy ponds, rivers, and shores without sinking. This movement is called wading. Scratching birds. Hens are seed and insect eaters. They scratch mud to find out buried insects and seeds. They have three toes in front and a short hind toe with sharp and hard claw for scratching the ground. Running birds. An ostrich is a running bird. It has very long and strong legs for running. An ostrich has only two toes, which are heavy and cushion-like. Its toes do not sink into the sand when it runs fast. Feathers. A bird's body and wings are covered with many feathers. They keep bird's body warm. There are three kinds of feathers: flight feathers, body feathers, and down feathers. Flight feathers. These are large in size and found in wings and tail. They help the bird to fly and change direction while flying. Body feathers. These feathers cover the complete body of the bird and give it a curved shape. Down feathers. These feathers are fluffy and keep the bird's body warm. These are close to the nesting habits. A nest is a home built by a bird. Birds build nests using leaves, straws, twigs, wool, cotton, and thread. Birds make nests when they have to lay eggs. Nests keep them and their young ones safe from enemies and bad weather. Different birds make different types of nests. Woodpecker. A woodpecker makes a deep hole inside the trunk of a tree using its strong, sharp beak. It uses this hole as a nest and lines it with fine strips of wood. Bulbul. A bulbul makes its nest in bushes. The nest is shaped like a deep cup. The cup-shaped nest protects the eggs and the baby birds and keeps them from falling out. Tailor bird. A tailor bird sews leaves together with its sharp beak to make nest. The bird stitches the leaves together using straw and threads and fills it with wool and grass. Weaver bird. A weaver bird weaves its nest out of grass, fine strips of palm and banana leaves. The nest hangs down from the branch of a tree. An opening is left at the lower end for the parent bird to enter. The nest of the weaver bird is very attractive. It is used as a decorative piece as well. Owl. An owl makes its nest in the hollow of a tree or a hollow space in the wall. It may also use an old building for this purpose. Care of the young birds. Young birds are very delicate. They need special care. When the baby birds are born, they do not have feathers and their eyes are also closed. So, to keep the babies warm, one of the parents warms the babies by covering them with its wings. In order to feed the baby birds, the mother bird first makes the food soft and then pushes it into the baby's mouth slowly. Once the baby birds get their feathers and are strong enough, the father and mother birds teach them how to fly and find food for themselves. Always remember, a bird never visits its nest again if someone touches or disturbs it. Key terms: preening, to smoothen or clean the feathers with the beak. Weave, the craft of forming fabric by knitting threads. Summing up, the body of a bird is streamlined. It helps them to fly. The type of beak of a bird depends on the feeding habit of the bird. The birds use their beak to pick up food, preening of the feathers, to pick up straws for their nest, and to protect themselves from their enemies. Birds use their claws to catch their prey and protect themselves from their enemies and moving about. There are three kinds of feathers: flight, body, and down feathers. Birds build nests using leaves, straws, twigs, wool, cotton, and thread.